Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Frosthaven. It's been a couple of days since the last recording and there has been patches. There's been a whole bunch of stuff that's potentially fixed some of the issues that we've seen. Some of the things have been me not understanding mechanics, such as Seraph's ability to collect more than 2 time tokens. That is tied specifically to cards. Then there's ones that are definitely bugs, such as like tooltip issues that we've seen, not being able to use wing boost to jump over some obstacles. It's going to be a constant process of bug fixing and development throughout the whole of this early access. So thank you very much for your patience while we work through it. The developers are obviously working very hard at that. That being said, there will occasionally be new bugs introduced, so we may run into them depending on what's been fixed and what hasn't. For now, we're at the upper spire. We've got our faithful team, 2 level 2s, 1 level 3, and we're going to pick our various perks for this turn. Ravager is totally doable. Pacifist is doable but not a good idea. Bastion could work. Let's pick Ravager because we can kind of force engineer that. It'd be better to have that on inertia actually. Let's stick Bastion on. Never end your turn adjacent to another hero. That's unlikely. Don't discard many cards. That's unlikely. In the quest with health value of 3 or less, that's also unlikely. Let's go for Recluse, and we'll probably not get it, but we'll try and bear it in mind. As for Seraph, use a card to negate suffering 5 or more damage. That's possible. It depends on how much these things hit. 13 or more experience is not likely. Torment is going to happen. That's guaranteed. There's a random item on this. We've got Living Bones, we've got Chaos Demons, we've got Wind Demons. Should be good fun.
This dark metal tower was built for some purpose, and you're certain the truth will be at the top. You need to see where this beam of red light leads. When you step into the beam of light, you feel nothing at first. The world around you becomes a crimson-stained version of itself. You feel silly, realizing that maybe this beam was meant only for the transportation of machines. But then you take a breath, and everything wobbles.
Perhaps we are machines.
Your vision bends, and the world snaps with sudden violence into an entirely new shape. You have no time to react. If you did, you would almost certainly scream. But in a blink, it's over, and you are somewhere else. Standing in an entirely new room. The redness is gone, but you feel terribly off balance. It's as if you've been at sea for months and have just run aground. For whatever reason, there is a dry, smoky taste on your tongue.
Maybe we've been slightly ionized.
You're in a smaller room now, an upper level of the spire, you think. The red beam is still coursing through the center of the floor, and all around it are a number of automatons, just like the workers downstairs, except these are still active. The reason for this is quite clear. Just past the beam hovers another demon, thrashing its long, leathery tendrils in rage.
And we took one out. Maybe we can take the other. Let's see what we have. All heroes must escape without becoming exhausted. Kill all enemies to use a Chaos Beam to leave the room. So I'm assuming these are the Chaos Beams in the middle. Entering a Chaos Beam may have volatile outcomes. I wonder if that's just for us or if that's also for enemies. What have we got? We've got a Chaos Demon Elite over at the back. We have a Chaos Demon here. In fact, let's have a look at the Chaos Demon. So, coming from Gloomhaven, we've not seen Chaos Demons. We've seen Sun Demons, we've seen Night Demons, we've seen Fire, Frost, Earth, Wind. Chaos Demons is something new. Innate muddle on them. Okay. Reasonable movement and attack by default. So they're not going to be good fun. What have we got that we could do in terms of discard? Yeah, right. Just checking for the future. We don't actually have any cards that we could play as a pair and discard them. So I'm glad we picked Bastion instead. It looks like there is no... Ooh. Interesting. So we've got to kill all enemies to get through this, which I guess will take us to this one. Kill all enemies to get through to here, and then we've got exit tiles. Could be fine. Could be fine. I think we should definitely get Unbreakable Wall out. Set for the charge makes a lot of sense. Let's spin this around a little bit. We've got all this potential space to run across. We've got more enemies on this side than we do on that side. So if we set for the charge here and hope they come towards us. No, let's Javelin an Unbreakable Wall. We'll get an early hit out. If they move towards us, we'll deal with them as they come in. You need to stand further away. Retaliation is a really good call. So is putting on precision aim. So precision aim and relentless. We're going to end up going slow over this side, but that's fine. Speaking of going slow, if we start off slow... What could we benefit from? Blurry Jab. Move in 2 and do a bit of damage, and then Twin Strike. Or Kinetic Transfer. To then back 1 away and get a ranged shot. It's not the worst plan. We're not going to be able to push things together by the looks of it. And Power Leak, while it does hit hard, it would give us Muddle, which I don't want then going in to moving fast. So Twin Strike or Kinetic Transfer. Let's say Kinetic Transfer, and we'll go as slow as possible with it. If they end up grouping up, we can use Sap Speed next turn. Yeah, I think that's a fair selection of stuff. Chaos Demons coming in and doing ranged stuff already. Don't like that. Living Bones are coming in. They're going to potentially try and hit multiple targets, but I don't think they're really going to reach us. This one will, but that's fine. They moved quickly. It's a shame we didn't get our set for the charge out. No, in fact, set for the charge isn't going to help us at all. Because they've all moved faster than us. In fact, we didn't do set for the charge, we did Javelin. That's why. I mean, we'd still have trouble with the Chaos Demons, so... It is what it is. if we're going to get a muddled attack out, I feel like we may as well do it on one of the ones right next to us. That's a shame. That's a shame. Let's stick the shield on. We might as well... Do we want to step in and hit the volatile reaction? Let's do it with this. Interesting. Well, let's do more damage to you. And then we're gonna back up one. And just try and get you killed, I think. It helps us out. Okay, we'll get the retaliate on. And we'll get precision aim on. And next turn we start going a bit faster. Set for the charge is now useless, but we can do deflecting maneuver to give 2 shield, and then seeing as we've got our friend right here, if only you were on the other side, we could do meat grind. In fact, yeah, if you were on the other side, we have boots. Go fast. We're not going to do deflecting maneuver. We're going to do regroup. And meat grinder. You're going to go as fast as you can with power leak and sap speed. So you're going to jump over and hit both of these. Using power leak as just a regular move feels a bit wrong. Let's actually do it as cascading reaction. At least then we're not wasting a card. And over here, prudent preparation will give us a good retaliate on this guy. Does make a lot of sense. And we could also get a little bit of healing out on ourselves. Or stab him with bloodletting and start him bleeding out. That works. Okay, demons are hitting hard. Let's go prudent preparation. It's going to be fine though. I'm not worried at all. Bloodletting. Nice. Did I select the wrong card first? No. I must have done. Well, that's kind of ruined my plan. Unless we do it this way. Grant you move. This actually works out in our favour. Why can I not select to use my boots? That is a little bit of a problem. We can still get you to here. A little bit of healing, and it's still going to be a hit. It's just it's not going to be a hit on both of them. So skip the rest of your movement. Meat grinder this way. This one will die on its turn. So that's something at least. I'll save the healing for now. Blink Blade. Well, we might as well hit both of these and poison the one at the back. If we did it here, it would be very, very cool, but unfortunately useless. I mean, it would give us Tormentor. So that would be nice to have, but it wouldn't really serve as a purpose. I suppose you have to do this at the start of your turn. Well, if we step away, the Chaos Demon is going to come in and do some very nasty stuff down here. Let's back away and not be the target of an attack. We're going to have to get some help over here. Oh! I don't mind about the muddle. That was lucky and I'm fine with it. That's painful though. 5 damage. We can take it. This was a mistake coming right in here. I should have gone to there. Because now we are the target of an attack. The whole point was defeated. Okay, well, we'll do what we can. Deflecting maneuver will give us a shield. And in theory, we could do pincer movement. However, we need someone to move before us, and that's not going to happen with deflecting maneuver. So if we're doing deflecting maneuver, then we should probably just be doing a regular hit with something like Rallying Cry. This thing is going to die, so we can instead just focus on killing these guys. So that's going to be draining arrows, and we can move in with Vile Assault. Down here, I'm annoyed that I failed with the untouchable thing already. Could be worth us trying to start looting. Temporal Displacement will move us in 2 and do a loot. Or we use it to stab this guy. Let's say Twin Strike and Temporal Displacement. I mean, we can hit him and kind of like move a bit closer, and there's other things that we can do that will work out well. Living Bones is going to die, so we ignore him. We want to... Oh my god, they're going to consume something, or they would try and consume something to cause Bane. Don't like that. We're going to move 2, so we may as well just tank it out. Better than a kick in the teeth. Drifter. Step in, get a little bit of healing on yourself. And then draining arrows. That feels alright. We could make sure this guy dies with a bomb. I don't think we need to, though. I'd rather save it for when we definitely need it. So if I did do this, it would guarantee to kill him, but then we can't kill the other guy. Whereas if we start off with Twin Strike, we might be able to kill the other guy. So I think that's what we're going to do. No one to hit initially. Step on in. There's the follow-up stab. And shoot this guy. Didn't get him anyway. A little bit of muddle's not a problem. Set for the charge, and let's say pincer movement. So we'll stab him and like step up and grab some loot. We should probably finish him off. So continuous health will take him out. And then we can use crushing weight to heal someone. Which means we're looking at that and that for looting. We're going slowly, so let's go slowly. And going slowly, we could get regen on everyone, which would be pretty handy, actually. Okay, we definitely need help taking him out. It's painful, but it's fine, because we're going to have regen. Drifter, please do the thing. And we'll get precision aim back. And let's distribute some of that healing. It's a little bit to help out and give us another of our markers. Blink Blade. Heal everyone, please. Oh no, that's just yourself. Oh, that was... It was this one that I wanted. That's a mistake. Well, it's done now. So we'll skip that. All costs, tip the spear. Let's grab what we can. Do you have any loot abilities? Not specifically, so we'll just grab using slow things. Using sustained momentum. In fact, no, using unbreakable we'll get back to... Let's do it that way. Over here, power leak, hit and run. We'll just push through. Well, maybe not push. We'll push for this one. I think that's going to be the smarter choice. Step on in, grab the loot. And no one to hit with the attack. We'll come round and grab this. We're going to rest in here before we move through to the next room. And we will get uses back on those. And then grab this. So that's all the loot from the first room, at the very least. Long rest. You've still got a little bit more in you, but I don't see the benefit of moving through just yet. So let's also do a long rest. And a long rest down here. Blink Blade. So we could get rid of drive recharge. While it does have specific usefulness, I don't think we're going to use it in an effective way. I think we can get rid of Rallying Cry. Though the disarm could be very handy. We're going to use regroup on ourselves next turn. Yeah, let's get rid of Rallying Cry. I might regret that, but got to lose something. And as for the Drifter, I think we will lose. I like them all. That's the problem. That is the problem. Let's lose continuous health. We've still got Deadly Shot. We've still got Draining Arrows. Time to move on. We're going to go slowly with our lovely Banner Spear. We'll go in a bit faster and look to tank. So Prudent Preparation and Shockwave on the Drifter. So that's going to give us 2 shield and a lot of Retaliate. And I think we'll probably go slowly over here as well. Let's say Sap Speed and Kinetic Transfer. We can use Sap Speed to move 2, and then Kinetic Transfer to move 1 and take a shot in whatever the next room is. So, Drifter.
Seeing no other opportunity for advancement, you close your eyes and step into the red beam. For a moment, you feel weightless. And then gently your weight returns as your feet settle into a new floor. It was almost a pleasant experience. But then you open your eyes. You have definitely arrived somewhere new, and this place is also swarming with demons and machines.
Worrying, but it's fine. Let's have a look at what they're doing. They're moving and attacking. So we want them to attack us. So if we step to here, both of them will be able to do that. We've then got Wind Demons. They're going to do ranged attacks. So they will take Retaliate as well from us. And then the Chaos Demon, who's going to do nasty, nasty stuff. So yeah, let's step in. That's muddled us. It's not a problem. Ooh. I don't think we should move another. So let's skip the rest of the movement. There's our first shield. Here is our second shield. And the extra Retaliate. We may burn through all of the Retaliate in this room. We'll save the explosive vial. It does do direct damage. A little bit of damage, but you suffer some. No damage to me, but you suffer some. Oh, jeez. Living Bones with big hits. 3 Retaliate at melee range. Not sure why he healed just then. Oh, because they can heal. I see. Well, let's get the healing going. And then we'll come and join the party. Oh, some kind of explosion. Take the damage. That's rather unfortunate coming in like that. That got rid of our lovely healing. And now we're wounded. And now we're brittle. Please heal me. But we're strengthened. Alright. Heal. No way I'm going to stay being brittle and wounded. That's just asking for trouble. Step on in. It's given us Ward. Ward is fine. Ward is okay in my book. And I think we're really going to have to just focus on the living bones. So step across and shoot this guy. It's a little bit of damage. It's better than nothing. Okay. I'm aware I say that a lot, but there is a lot going on. If we go for deflecting maneuver, it probably won't be as useful as if we... Oh, it could be useful. Well, it would be useful for the Chaos Demon coming in. That's really it. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we can get round the other side with 4, which set for the charge would do, we can do Pinsum on this guy. If we do 5, we can do Meat Grinder. So using our boots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we can Meat Grinder both of these. I like that more as an idea. Let's go Draining Arrows and... I think probably... Crushing Weight, get some healing out and get another use of our stuff back. And we're going to switch to going fast. I want to use probably Twin Strike on these. But Blurry Jab could also be really good on this guy. And then Temporal Displacement to attack someone. Yeah, I'm happy enough with that. Let's go. Wind Demons are doing some range stuff. Chaos Demon is moving in and he's going to use Frost to set a retaliate, but that's not really much of a problem for us. Round we go for the Meat Grinder. Guess we're meat grinding this direction. What a stonking maneuver. So running through the middle, I think we picked up a bless. Either way, it worked well. Really don't want to be hitting him if we can avoid it. So Blurry Jab has now become... I suppose we can hit him and just take the retaliate damage. Or we hit him from here because we're out of range. And that's just fun. Oh, especially if we roll big. Well, that's entirely less problematic. There's unfortunately no one to hit with that, so we'll leave it alone. We could bomb this guy. We could bomb that guy. There's a lot of options. Unless we roll at serious minus, we should be able to kill this guy. It's probably worth us using the explosive vial. Just to simplify things. And then, what are you doing? You're attacking 3, but you're not actually moving. So yeah, let's just get a little bit of healing in on ourselves. And we'll up precision aim. So we're out of our retaliation now. But it served us pretty darn well. Might as well use our necklace, seeing as it's just this guy left. We can move a bit closer with pincer movement. Grab these 3 bits and then get a javelin out. If we use Vile Assault to step across and heal, we can use Bloodletting to do a reasonable hit on him. I think we should go slow over here. I would like to grab that if I could. We might have to just do it as a grab and ignore the chat, which is fine. So we'll go hit and run. And we'll keep cascading the action, actually. Let's do Twin Strike. Banner Spear, step in. Do some looting. Get a javelin out. This is an entirely defensive javelin. As for the drifter, come up and grab the loot. We can stun him, but this uses the hammer entirely. So I think I'd rather save it for a big guy. That's a solid hit, though. Aha! You did nothing. You did nothing. That's all good. We could step across and kill him. No, we don't quite have enough movement. Not having enough movement, let's stick to the original plan. So we kill this guy, we rest, we go into the next room. So deflecting maneuver at all costs. We're just going to do this by punching him. So cascading reaction, sand in the hourglass. Yeah. Living Bones going reasonably quickly. We will be moving before him though. And seeing as we have the advantage, we managed to do a little bit of damage. That was lucky. You know what? Let's get a friend out. Maybe he'll be a more appealing target than one of our. He was. That worked quite well, actually. Let's finish him off. Get back. Precision aim. So I think when we move into the next room, because we're just going to grab this loot right now, we'll be taking pot shots at things. I would love to be close enough to hit you with the healing. Unfortunately, we are not. And we don't need healing, so we may as well get right next to this thing and skip the rest of it. Long rest. Definitely didn't manage any of our quests this time. Long rest. I mean, we could still potentially do Tormentor. Long rest. The Blink Blade, I think we'll lose sand in the hourglass. Although we could use this on someone that is poisoned. Let's lose sap speed. Actually, let's just double check. These should come back now that we've rested. So there are options. You're not going to actually. I mean, we could send our reinforcements through and see what's in the next room. That would be hilarious but unhelpful. Let's bring him around here. So long rest, we will lose. Let's lose pincer movement. I honestly don't like losing any of these, but you got to make your choices. Probably we lose bloodletting now. We'll try and utilize our remaining shots as much as possible. Right, if we charge in, we can set for the charge in the room. And we could use we could use Tip of the Spear to get in there. We're going to want to continue moving in quite quickly. So Shockwave and Draining Arrows. That's a good combination. And it's time to go quickly. It could be time to do a cascading reaction, actually. And a kinetic transfer, so we're going to charge in, do a lot of damage, and then absolutely blitz something. Reinforcement, you're in first. Once more unto the breach, dear friend. So he just outright died on the other side. There is a Chaos Demon Elite, there is a Chaos Demon, Living Bones Elite, and a Wind Demon. I assume these are the exit tiles once we've been in and done stuff.
Well, it worked last time. You keep your eyes open this time, so that you can see the new foes materialize around you.
So we are slightly injured. You're going to move in, so you will take some damage. You're potentially going to move in. I don't like the fact that we're wounded, but... if... now, this is the safest place. Are these guys going to move? They are going to move. So that means the elite's going to get hit by set for the charge. I think we want to stay still. Really. Which feels bad and wrong in a way. But I think it's the right choice. So skip the rest of the movement. Set for the charge. We're going to get in there. So let's get in there. We don't want to be a more appealing target for these guys. So we want to push towards the middle. That gave us regen. That'll do. I feel like we could push to the back and still get 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2. Yeah. Can we make it to the back? No, it would be to there only. So this is as far as we go. Shield up in place. Let's draining arrows as much as we can on the ones that are likely to cause us real trouble. We got damage on the ones that I cared about, so that's a win. Blink Blade. This is going to hurt someone. I think I need to come around the back to here. And then attack the Chaos Demon Elite. So skip the rest of the movement. We're strengthened and we're muddled, so those two will cancel each other out. We're not going to use the kinetic transfer. Let's instead hit this guy with everything we can. There is Tormentor done, so we've at least done one of our quest bits. We're going to stay where we are, skip the movement, hit him again. That's pretty solid. Ooh, a nice gentle breeze. Living Bones takes 2 damage. Good turn so far. Chaos Demon takes 2 damage. It's a little bit more painful. I don't like the Bane. We've got to get some healing on us. I mean, we were going to have to get some healing on us anyway. So deflecting maneuver and regroup, that will take care of it. In the meantime, as much damage out on as many things as possible. Let's burn Vile Assault. And we could use Crushing Weight to do some minor healing. We're still fast over here. Blurry Jab is a good choice if we can go 1, 2, 3 round. Twin Strike. Twin Strike, Blurry Jab will get this guy killed. The Living Bones are healing up. I guess they didn't like taking that damage. It's fine. We're also going to be healing up, so, you know, I understand the incentive. Painful and not fun. Right, regroup to get rid of all of our troubles and get a little bit of regen. And we'll get a bit of shield on as well. Blink Blade. Round we come. And a nice blurry jab on this guy. Blink Blade is doing some heavy lifting this time. Okay, Drifter. We'll start off. Both good choices. We are at a disadvantage. So let's go after the guy that we can kill straight away. We'll use the hammer, get a stun on this guy. Doesn't matter about the time 0 because we've stunned him and we've wounded him, so he's gonna have a very bad day. And while we're at it, let's heal ourselves up a little bit. Javelin, Meat Grinder, Deadly Shot, and Unbreakable. I'd like to do some looting, so Temporal Displacement will grab what's next to us. And then 1, 2, 3. Do we have something that could move 3? Power Leak could move 3 and then it'll burn the card, but it will get us across onto this. Which is fine at this point. That's rather rude. Well, we weren't going to use Meat Grinder, but I guess we can. Gets the wound out. And we don't really have any specifics that we need to do for this, so let's stay where we are. Drifter adds poison onto the elite, and we may as well again stay where we are. We could use Unbreakable, but we're not going to get any experience for it. Blink Blade, you're going to stick to your original plan. Ooh, Tranquil Shoes. Those have got the potential to be interesting. Oh. Unexpected. Unhelpful. When it says volatile, I didn't think, oh, we'll summon an extra skeleton for you to fight. I think it's time for a short rest. We can still do some worthwhile hitting over here. And let's go quickly with hit and run. Sure, we can lose Meat Grinder. I think it'd be most useful. I mean, it'd be most useful to focus on both of them at the same time, but we're not going to be able to do that. Set for the charge isn't really going to do much. Deflecting maneuver, it's an attack 2, which is fine. I mean, it'll work against this guy. Let's say deflecting maneuver and at all costs. Maybe we kill him, maybe we summon a reinforcement behind us. Drifter! Carry on the walloping. He'll die in 2 turns. A little bit of healing out on our friend. Banner Spear. Go this direction instead. What do you know? We got him. All right. Well, let's get the reinforcement out then. And Blink Blade. Sand in the Hourglass. We're gonna hurt you, and then immediately kill this guy and into this one. And then step down and grab the loot. I don't mind about being muddled. So it's not exactly how I had things planned, but it seems to be working. Let's go quickly. Set for the charge and tip of the spear. We'll just do a short rest and a short rest. Sure, we can use shockwave and we can use kinetic transfer. We'll just go as quickly as is reasonable while still being able to influence things. Sand in the Hourglass will certainly work for that. So, Blurry Jab, Sand in the Hourglass. Reinforcement. If we're going to tip of the spear him, come around here. And we might as well start grabbing the loot. Drifter, grab this little bit, please. Get back some precision. And the Blink Blade can get out this turn. Escape. 1 selection. 2 selection. Let's go. Reinforcement. Banner spear. Nice bit of regen to take us out. It's interesting that you have the effect even when there's nothing around. And escape. There we go. The tower. What a fun place. We have gained a level with Charlotte, our banner spear. So that's good. We ticked off Tormentor for the battle goal. We didn't get Bastion or Recluse. But overall, everyone's doing all right. To the outpost.
The final demon dies like ice thrown into a weak fire. It sizzles and pops and then melts away. Its body dissolving into a wet, oily stain on the ground.
Ew.
When it's gone, you are left standing in the smallest chamber yet, filled with lifeless machines and the ever-present pillar of light. There is a way forward, at least. A set of iron stairs lead up to what must be the top of this spire, but you take a few moments to rest before continuing on. All this demon fighting and teleporting is exhausting work.
Indeed.
Looking forward to a nice drink on solid ground. But the spire has other plans.
Of course.
In the midst of your reprieve, the red beam suddenly brightens and courses upward faster than before. It moves so fast, in fact, that it shakes the floor and lets loose splinters of stray energy. As this happens, the humming noise that you've grown so used to rises as well, becoming a thunderous roar. You back away from the beam, guarding your eyes. A voice calls from above.
Silly things,
It says, deriding you with an erratic, fluctuating tone.
silly mortal things, reveling in tiny victories, small delays, as though I haven't got time. I will see you soon, tiny puppets.
What are this thing?
Settles down for a moment, but then rises once again, swelling to such a wild intensity that the entire spire begins to shake. Whatever is up there is anything but frightened of you. But you remember the first demon's warning. You don't know how long you have, but if the thing at the top of the spire finishes its task, Frosthaven could be doomed. You had better prepare for a real fight.
As if the fights we've had up until now haven't been real fights. Upper spire complete. New quest, top of the spire. So, we can either continue or return to the outpost. We're definitely going to continue because that's who we are. Defeat a great evil. Now that is going to be next time, but we can still do some things before then. We can't do any level ups, but we can at least check to make sure that we've got the stuff we want equipped. Healing potion, yeah, definitely makes sense. In terms of hand management, we can now see which cards are which level, I believe. Could have sworn it was in the patch notes. Ah, yeah. Level 1, level 2. So Meat Grinder, of course, is our level 2. And some of them are level X because they are the alternatives, such as Driving Inspiration for taking a shot at range. Incendiary Throw. The target suffers 1 damage from this attack. Target and all adjacent enemies gain wound. really quite a powerful card, but it's not much damage. So if there's any form of shield, it kind of falls apart. I don't think there's really going to be anything that we can do to swap those out. We can't level up until we get back to town. So we're going to finish there for this episode. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you've enjoyed this. As always, if you have enjoyed it, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Frosthaven. See you soon.